You keep tapping the screen of your GPS, blaming the satellite signal for the delay, when deep down, you know you just don't want to drive to the destination. That is, well, kind of how most of us handle feeling stuck in life. We claim we just need more data to figure out which way to turn.
Right, like we treat being lost as some technical glitch. We assume the map hasn't loaded yet, rather than acknowledging we might be parked exactly where we, well, chose to be.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to this custom-tailored deep dive into ORRIE Karim's insights on clarity and self-awareness. Our mission today is to figure out why you so often feel confused and, more importantly, how to break that cycle. So, okay, let's unpack this. Karim presents a premise that, it hits a little close to home.
It really does.
Yeah, he says your confusion isn't about missing information. It's actually an active strategy to avoid clarity.
Right, because accepting clarity forces a response. If you admit you know the truth about, say, a failing project or a toxic habit, well, you suddenly have to do something about it.
You can't just unsee it.
Exactly. Hiding in the, space buys you this temporary reprieve from taking action.
I do have to push back a little here, though. Sometimes I genuinely lack the data to make a decision, right? Like if I am choosing between two job offers with completely unknown variables, I'm not avoiding clarity. I am just doing my due diligence.
Oh, sure. That is a crucial distinction. A legitimate lack of data prompts research, right? And once you gather the facts, you make a choice. But Karim's avoidance cycle happens when the facts are already right in front of you.
But they threaten your current reality.
Yes. Your brain calculates that dismantling your life, like quitting a secure job or ending a relationship, is psychologically expensive.
It's terrifying.
It is. So to conserve energy and avoid that pain, cognitive dissonance kicks in. It forces you to dismiss the red flags and basically manufacture confusion instead.
It's the emotional equivalent of looking into the fridge, not seeing anything you want, and coming back 5 minutes later hoping new food magically appeared.
That is the perfect analogy.
Right. You are staring at the exact same reality, just hoping the contents have changed to spare you the effort of actually going to the store. As Karim bluntly notes, you have to stop asking questions you already have the answers to.
Yeah, that loop you just described is the mechanical core of the avoidance cycle. You feel something is off, you question it, but instead of acting on that data, you dismiss it.
Because of the psychological cost.
Exactly, so you stay. And inevitably, you feel that same off feeling again. Karim argues this isn't confusion at all. It is ignored awareness.
Ignored awareness. Wow. That shifts the entire dynamic. The moment you stop over-explaining someone else's behavior to protect your own comfort and just say, this pattern keeps repeating, the illusion totally breaks.
What's fascinating here is how clarity instantly removes that exhausting emotional noise. Overanalyzing is just a symptom of trying to force puzzle pieces together that your brain already knows do not fit.
Yeah, you're trying to make a square peg fit a round hole.
Right. And when you start minimizing, the mental fog lifts. Which actually makes me want to ask the listener directly, what stands out to you? Are you actively ignoring red flags in your own life right now and just labeling it, confusion?
Answering that requires a brutal level of honesty, I think, because Karim states it point blank. Clarity will cost you comfort.
It definitely will.
It might cost relationships, deeply ingrained habits, or even an older version of yourself.
Yeah, we hear people constantly claim they just need more time to figure things out. But the underlying mechanism of that excuse is totally flawed. Time doesn't process emotional reality.
No, it just keeps you trapped in the avoidance cycle.
Exactly. They don't need more time. They need more truth. Truth is the only catalyst that forces actual movement.
So the excuse of time is really just another way of hitting the snooze button on your own life.
That is a great way to put it. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, awareness shifts the burden of responsibility entirely back to you. You can no longer blame external circumstances or, a lack of direction.
Because once you acknowledge the truth, you possess the data.
Right, and you alone control your response to it.
So what does this all mean? It means taking a hard look at the areas where you claim to be lost. Stop minimizing what your gut is telling you. Stop over-explaining away the obvious, and trust the reality you already see.
Yeah, the fog isn't going to clear itself because, the fog is self-generated.
That is powerful. Karim reminds us that clarity costs you comfort today. But here is a final thought for you to mull over. What is the hidden compounding cost of choosing to stay safely confused for the rest of your life? If you keep tapping that broken GPS, pretending the satellite signal is just bad, you might never realize you have been sitting in park all along.